Hello and welcome back to Tommy's Top Shelf Comics. I'm Tommy, joined by Murphy,
The voice of
the
hello.
voice of Murphy. I'm joined by the voice of Murphy because we tried video and it crashed his Discord. So,
It didn't want me to ever be seen again.
maybe someday soon, once we figure out technology. But we're going to start with our number five this week because we were here for the top five comics of the week of what? It's June already.
June
June 6th, 5th? 5th is the
June
Wednesday.
5th, dude. It's already June.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Halfway through this year. It's
It's
insanity.
wild. 2024 flying by. So we got our number five. We got Scarlett, number one.
So miniseries premiere. The next chapter of Codename G.I. Joe begins here. Shayna Scarlett O'Hara is about to take on the most dangerous Black Ops mission of her career, infiltrating the mysterious rising power in Japan known as Clan Arashika. Um, Her one lead is her former partner, Jinx, turned Arashikage enforcer. Now, Scarlet must use her very particular set of skills to survive undercover and discover a shocking weapon that could change the balance of power on Earth. Red Hot writer Kelly Thompson and artist Marco Ferrari introduced some of the most anticipated characters to the Energon universe in ways you'll never expect. I will say I like how they're handling G.I. Joe.
Yeah. I'm not a G.I. Joe
Because,
guy, but the way they're presenting all of it has me interested.
well, so I like, because, like, so with Transformers, they have the ongoing series.
Mm-hmm.
Void Rivals, the ongoing series. These are just, there are so many G.I. Joe characters that have so many stories
Mm-hmm.
that the fact that they're breaking them down into little 5-issue miniseries.
Right.
And I'd assume at some point they will have an ongoing. But like the fact that they're doing it like they did Duke and then they did Cobra Commander and now Scarlet, who, from what I read, this is going to introduce a pretty cool bad guy. You probably all know who he is if you like GI Joe at all. But I like that they're breaking it down into smaller chunks
Sure.
before because especially they're going to change the story at its core for some characters, seemingly.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely excited for this.
Yeah. And Kelly
And Kelly
Thompson.
Thompson's,
Yeah. That's
yeah,
what I was going to
Kelly
say.
Thompson's great.
Yeah. Definitely a favorite of mine. Cool. Moving on to our number four this week. Oh, we forgot. This was an image number one.
This is an image number one.
And number four is also an image number one.
Oh yeah, it's Skybound.
Falling
It's
in
all
Love
Skybound.
on the Path to Hell, number one. Series premiere. Jerry Dugan and Gary Brown present a massive double length first issue of their groundbreaking new series. The sun set on samurai and gunslingers at roughly the same time, but our two leads didn't die off quietly. In the east, Asami, an Onamusha warrior and female samurai, would rather die with her weapon than surrender them to a sword hunt. In the west, the gunslinger McWraith follows his revenge to the bitter end and pays the ultimate price. The future lovers are mortally wounded, a world apart, and awake together in a purgatory ruled by a ruthless society of damned warriors. This one has it all: action, the dead, the dying, the undead, and of course, romance. Isn't this cover giving you Star Wars vibes?
It really. I was about to say that it looks like a New Hope.
This is the
Um,
first. This is an image number one that has me really excited. Actually, there's been a lot of good ones that have come out recently, but I think this one might be the
did
one I'm
Jerry and
most
Gary?
excited to read. Jerry and
Yeah.
Gary.
Now this one seems cool. I mean, I like the premise of it too.
Yeah.
Like you die all the way across the whole world, and then you wake up at the same place in purgatory,
Mm-hmm.
and they're both badasses.
Of course.
Like like there's no way these two aren't gonna be badasses,
No.
even in a society ruled by a whole bunch of warriors.
No.
Like
Seems pretty cool.
I just imagine probably some pretty messed up stuff happen.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this one's gonna be a fun ride. But what else is gonna be a
Like
fun ride? What?
they're gonna make out covered in blood. Bet $20 right now.
What in the first arc or second arc? For double or
At some
nothing.
point,
Double or nothing. First arc
not
or
in the
second arc.
not in this issue, maybe, but at some point, I give
Okay.
it within 5 issues.
Okay. All right. All right. Moving on to another number one, but a Marvel number one, the Ultimate number one, the Ultimates number one.
The Ultimates return to greatness, spinning out of Jonathan Hickman and Stefano Caselli's Ultimate Universe #1. Rising stars Denise Camp and Juan Frigeri assemble an all-new team of Ultimates in a series that kicks off the next chapter of the new Ultimate line. 6 months ago, Tony Stark sent Peter Parker, a radioactive spider, to set him back on the course to become Spider-Man. Since then, Iron Lad, Stark, Captain America, Doom, Thor, and Sif have begun to do the same for other lost heroes, building a network of superpowered heroes hungry for change. Now they must band together to destroy the Maker's Council and restore freedom and free will to a world ruled from the shadows. I will not pull every Ultimate book. I will not pull every Ultimate book. I keep trying to say I'm not going to do it, and then I keep doing it.
Yeah.
And when John Tyler Christopher has a negative space come out too, it's like, come on, stop doing this.
And yeah.
No, this is gonna be awesome. I love the Free Comic Book Day lead up to this, and I mean, they've done a really good job of bringing the Ultimate Universe back.
Yeah.
And this is the namesake, as much as
of course, yeah.
Spider-Man and X-Men and all that, like it is the Ultimates, Yeah. So I'm definitely interested to see, especially because it's very different.
Yeah.
Even though a lot of the characters are the same, like they've done a very good job of changing.
Yeah.
And I've enjoyed every Ultimate story so far.
Yeah.
I am currently pulling all of it.
Yeah. Of course you are. Yeah, and the titles it makes it very clear. This is what I was talking about earlier, where it's like they need to just be clear. The Ultimates, like you just know it's an Ultimate Universe book.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the lines aren't blurred. Well, I mean that happens too when you restart a universe like this.
No, of course, but I mean, what I mean is like from canon. Like it's a different.
Oh yeah.
You can tell it's a different thing.
Yeah, agreed. But I've liked Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Black Panther, Ultimate X-Men, the Ultimates. Like everything has been great. I mean, giving Jonathan Hickman the reins and then splitting off. It's I'm gonna pull it all. I'm not going to, but I'm probably going to.
At least for the first issue.
Yeah, I'm definitely picking up number ones of everything for sure, and then going from there. But currently, I'm
still picking up everything. But moving on to our number 2 this week, we got Batman number 148, Zdarsky. It's Batman vs. Batman in the Dark Prisons finale. It all comes down to this: Batman versus Batman, with Damian's life and the future of Gotham hanging in the balance. Nothing can prepare either version of the Dark Knight for what's about to happen.
Dude, a new suit, new Batman suits,
new Batman.
Always
suit.
The best. I love every time there's a new Batman suit.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, I've enjoyed this arc a lot. Like it's been for being so contained by the actual Batman line. I think that it's been like the way it's bled out into other stuff has been handled well.
Mm-hmm.
Because Failsafe is showing up in the new Ultimate Power event.
Right.
It's bleeding out a little bit, but this still is completely separate. Which is what we've talked about, is like having it so what actually matters. Like this has been very contained. And I've liked it a lot. Now, obviously, You got Damien siding with the bad guy. Who'd have thunk it?
Surprise.
Like, surprise, surprise. He's like, yes, lock them all up.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything wrong. Kill them. It's fine. But no, I enjoy this. It just makes me scared that Zdarsky will be done soon.
Yeah, I mean, next episode or next issue we have an epilogue to this, and then the issue after that is 150, which is a milestone, oversized Chip Zdarsky and Jimenez book.
Yeah.
And then after that, we get a big art change, and it's Batman and Catwoman versus the Suicide Squad, which I don't think is Zdarsky. But
It still has him as the writer.
Does it?
It still has him as the writer.
It does.
Yeah, so, I mean, maybe not. I mean, at this point, how long's he been...
Oh, it doesn't have Jimenez, though.
Yeah, well, that's not... that's one of those things. Every once in a while, they will just give them...
They take breaks, too.
They'll take breaks, yeah. But... What issue did Zdarsky get on? It hasn't been that long.
It was after 100.
Like 120?
That sounds right.
Something like that. But either way, I mean, I always get worried. When you get far enough into a couple arcs,
Oh, of course.
I'm just like, they're gonna abandon them. But hopefully not.
Yeah. Now it's gonna bug me that I don't know that off the top of my head. Exactly.
I think it was I want to say 123.
125. You were close.
Ooh, I was close.
But what else is close is the end of the X-Men that started around the same time we started this show. We started with the X-Men walking through a Krakoa gate, and now we have them walking out, pushing Xavier with X-Men 35. It's been years, but somehow...
It has been years.
We're only at issue 35. There's only been 35 issues that came out between of X-Men. Each one was cherished and came out once every 4 months, and we pieced the story together, and now we know the whole story of X-Men.
That's not true, though. Remember, they
none of that's true.
They reset X-Men.
I know. X-Men. Like how many times? 3 times? Twice?
The main line.
It was at least
Hickman
once.
started it, and then I think it only made it to like 10 issues, and then
it definitely restarted.
Dugan took it over.
Yeah. And it restarted again after that, I believe, when they changed the team after.
I mean, it sounds about right. Who knows? Yeah. Who knows anymore? An X-Men fan will tell us.
Yeah,
but
correct us in the comments. It's been a very confusing road, but we are here.
We are here, though. The end of an era. Uncanny X-Men number 700. All good things must come to an end, and as good of a thing as the Krakoan era has been for mutant kind, its time has come at last. The tragedy and triumph of fall of the House of X, the madness and mystery of rise of the powers of X, they have all come to their end and led to this moment that will change the future of mutant kind for years to come. Written and drawn by an all-star cast of writers and artists who have shaped the Krakoan age, this is one milestone no X-fan will want to miss. Also, featuring a story of family by X-Men master Chris Claremont and a glimpse of things to come. Are we going to get Xavier back as like a normal guy in a chair? Like not having the crazy the helmet? I don't know. I'm okay with it.
X-Men back to basics. I'm okay with it. Again.
Well, I think that's good.
I don't think I don't think X-Men can get back to basics.
I agree. I think after Avengers versus X-Men, they pretty much were just on a path.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I'm excited for what's going forward. Like, I mean, the scope of the Krakoa stuff was so huge. Like, and it was impressive that they, managed to do all that.
It was super. It is super ambitious.
Yeah, like it's insane that they managed to do as much as they did. Like, it was its own world. Mm-hmm. Like its own separate.
You can just read
basically within Marvel. Yeah. But no, this seems awesome. Like I'm sure they're gonna send it off in great fashion. Is Hickman one of the writers though? That would have been the no. Looks like just
No.
Kieran Gillen, Al Ewing, Jerry Dugan, and then a whole lot of artists.
Yeah.
That is a lot of artists.
It is.
But no, I'm super pumped about the reboot. I mean, so far they've only announced 3 titles for the reboot.
So far.
Yeah, so far to start.
Yeah, to start.
But there's always more X-Men stuff.
Yes.
Like Hickman and Capullo.
Wolverine, let's go.
Yeah.
Red Label.
I know, that's awesome. I love that they're doing that.
Yeah, that's exciting.
But I do love this cover. Is it a wraparound? I'm betting it's a wraparound,
probably.
right?
I'd assume so. I don't see a connecting one. So
let's see. Main cover. I don't know. It might be. But there's Scott Koblish wraparound connecting variant.
Mm-hmm.
Look at all those X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
It's like a Where's Waldo of X-Men.
I'm trying to figure out who would be Waldo in this situation.
Waldo. There's only.
You think Waldo's in there?
Tell me Waldo's not an X-Men. Tell me he's not a mutant. Tell me he's not a mutant.
That's fair. He's definitely a mutant. I'm actually looking now though.
He's not there. But
Captain America's there though.
Interesting.
I guess he's all about the mutants.
Sure.
He's always been an ally. I don't think I see any other non.
I think it's just X-Men World or X-Men kind of characters because there's like the Thing, there's Sentinels in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Magneto though.
Front and center.
Dude, Magneto's riding high off of X-Men 97.
Yep.
Fantastic, by the way. I don't think we talked about the finale stuff for that.
No.
Fantastic show. If you haven't gotten a chance to watch it, they did such a good job.
Episode 4.
Oh, dude, they did such a good job. It's heartbreaking by the end. Oh my goodness, it's so good.
I've had
so good.
You are now the 4th person to reach out to me and tell me. And
dude, it's so
and
good.
They all text me on a weekly basis. Did you finish, or on like a daily basis? Did you finish X-Men yet? I'm like, no.
Dude, it's good. I fell behind because of being out of town and stuff like that. But yeah, it's real good. You gotta finish it.
Oh, I plan to.
Like I'll start texting
things just have gotten in the way, and the Acolyte comes out tomorrow.
Oh yeah, what 2 episodes?
2 episodes. They're all half hour. I think it's 8 half-hour episodes.
Ooh, that's not bad.
No, it's not bad. But
I don't know. I feel like my only problem with the half-hour episodes is like I feel like it's not enough time.
Week 2 is gonna feel like not enough time. Week 1 will be fine because there's 2 episodes.
Now, like for an animated show, I don't mind a half hour.
Yeah.
Because I think that like they can do so much with animation.
Yeah. There's no downtime.
They get it. They put it all in there and it's great.
Yeah.
But with live action, I feel like half an hour just falls short, especially when it's a title like Star Wars.
Yeah, for sure.
And
especially
where I'm like
exploring a new territory because it's the first like High Republic live action.
Yeah.
So
like, dude, like it looks so good. I'm like, give me 2 1-hour episodes and then you can go to half hours.
Fair. Cool. Well, anything else before this week's comics or last week's comics and next week's comics or this week's comics?
No, that's it.
Well, until next week, we'll catch you guys later.
See ya.